Hi, let's take a look at using the administrative menu for principals in SpEd forms. So the first thing you probably have done is already got a username and password from me. If you forget that username and password, feel free to email me back. That's the best way to get a hold of me. Or if you need any other help navigating the admin menu, you can also give me a call too. So once you have that information, you want to make sure you're using this specific URL to log into our SpEd forms for all our districts. You'll see at the top there it says our name, so that's the key to know that you are in the right SpEd forms URL. And once you get in, you have some options in the educator setup to change your password, email, or username. But the one thing I'm going to point out to you is how to keep the hamburger menu open, and to do that in the educator setup. So let's take a look. What is the hamburger menu? So the hamburger menu is off to the left here, these three lines that look like a hamburger, and that's your main navigation menu bar, or one of them. And to keep that open, it's helpful because otherwise you can't really tell what all these icons are. So to keep it open, we're going to go over here to the person icon, go to Educator Setup, and then that top one, Profile. You can see there's all my work information, numbers. Feel free to take a look at that. But here's the option to keep that hamburger menu open. So click that, and then on the left, that menu bar will always stay open no matter where you navigate. You do have to hit the Save button here. All right, and then let's go back to the dashboard, and we're ready for the next step to look at how to access students. So you can see here the SpEd Forms dashboard is how teachers would be accessing students that they have access to. You probably don't have any students here as an administrator. To see students, then you'll want to scroll down through some of those teacher options and go to Admin Students. So I'm going to click right on that, and you'll notice now it's a little bit of a different view. SpEd Forms is in the process of updating this older view to the new view, which is called 2.0. So you'll notice some of the options when we're scrolling through here will be kind of back and forth. All right, so here's my previous search that came up. I'm going to hit search again, and many different ways to search in here. You can search by the student first and last name. Your districts will automatically already be in that area. But I suspect you may want to look at caseloads. So the easiest way to do that is to go under Plan Manager and find your teacher. So all the teachers in the whole co-op in here, the easiest way is just to start typing the person's last name. So I'm going to hit PR for my last name, and there I am. And the other thing you will probably want to do if you're looking up caseloads is to hit this active SpEd box. So what that does is it only shows your active special education students. We don't delete students in SpEd forms till they're 27. So those students are called inactive, or they're no longer receiving services. But you only want to see your active ones. So I've got my Plan Manager name, I've hit that active box, and then you can also sort it by many different options, alphabetically by student name, or maybe you want to see when this teacher has upcoming evaluation due dates or IEP meeting due dates. So you have some different options there to sort. I'm just going to keep mine alphabetically, and I'm going to hit search. So there I have two students that are active under my caseload. And from here, you can, two different ways to get around and see things. You can go right to all the forms for Donald Duck, but I find it's a little bit easier if you go to the More menu, and then you go to your specific form that you're looking for. So perhaps you wanted to see some service plan times. So I'm going to go right to the IEP, and I want to go to Services page 1. And that's just an easy way to get and see what services that student's receiving. To navigate back, you could use your menu bar on the left, or you could use up at the top these cookie crumbs, and you can just click right on SpEd Forms, and that brings me back to all the different reports. So I'm thinking next I would like to look at the evaluation report. So I could click right on Evaluation Report, and same thing, I could go to specific areas in the ER to look at them by clicking right on the name of it. Or another way is you can print the whole evaluation report. You can do this in the IEP as well, and now it brings up everything, and you can view it in here, you can print it, or you can save it. And that does come up in another tab in your browser, so I'm going to close that tab, and now I'm back to SpEd Forms. I also want to clarify one other area in here under the hamburger menu is this area called history. So history is a running copy of all forms that have been a process that's called finalized. So basically when the teacher works on a form, saves it, prints it, and they're done with it, they hit a button called finalize, and that puts a copy in the history. So there's a running report of the whole, every report for that student, any form that they've had. So I could click right on this PDF name here again. This is another way to look at that evaluation report. And now I can save it and print it. Or I can go back to my history. And then there will probably be an evaluation report from 3 years ago. Should be in here. And you can scroll down and find that and look at the one from 3 years ago. So the history is that area of all past forms for that student. All right, the last area we're going to take a quick look at is called administrative reports or admin reporting. A lot of different reports in here. I find the easiest one to look at if you want to just get a general outline of like an easy to print format is this combined report. It gives a lot of information about students and an easy to read format you can print or save. So again, this looks very similar to that search area. I'm going to go to my plan manager and type in my last name, hit that active box, determine how I want to sort it, and then just hit search. So we're basically repeating what we did in the admin students, but we're just doing it in the reporting to get an overall view of that teacher's caseload and some information about the students. So here you can see these are my 2 active students. I have my date of birth, the serving district, the disabilities, any due dates, just another way to view student information in a quick and easy way. Thank you, and feel free to contact me if you have any further questions.